exercise routine that shouldn't take you too long. We're gonna go through it 3 times so you get that full benefit of the exercise, and you can pick up this video anytime you want to just get it done and move on with your day and feel really good about yourself. So the first thing is we want to get warmed up a little bit. So what I like to do first is do some air brushes and some floor brushes. So up in the air, you're going to swipe your arms forward, then go down in like a squat and brush the floor up and down, okay? Breathing in as you rise, exhale down, breathing in and exhale. Mind you, this is a workout that I like to do with my morning class. Sometimes I add a lot of these exercises in my Move More, so either one, if you attend either one, you know a lot of these, okay? One more time, up and down. We're gonna come back to center, bring our hands to our waist, get that nice wide stance still, shifting our weight side to side, bending into that leg, coming back to center, opening our chest, and then coming down to the other side. Up, inhale, exhale, down. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Shifting that weight nice and strong, okay? You're trying to push your hips backwards, okay? So you're going back to the side, okay? Up, bending that leg. And now let's add our arms to it, reaching down to one side and back up. Down, swipe, and back up. Down and up. Down and up, okay? A less dance move is just going straight down and back up. I don't care what you do as long as you're moving those legs. All right, now we're gonna get into a little bit more cardio. So coming back to center, we're gonna go into high knees, driving those knees up, alternating back and forth. You can get on your heels every lift, okay? Maybe a little hop in there if you want to, back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now butt kicks. Back and forth. Stay center first. Trying to keep your body as even as possible. Keeping that trunk core strong. You know what I'm talking about. We're not shimming our body back and forth like this. We're trying to keep still. And now, let's start to pick up the pace. You can either stay here, try to go fast, or add a little hop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now with our feet, let's get them warmed up. You're gonna shimmy your toes out and in, okay? Out and in. Heel, toe out, okay? Once you get to that widest point, go back in, heel and toe. Starting to get warm, okay? Feeling our body heating up. Back and forth, good. And this is just our warm-up, so we haven't even gotten into the circuit yet. Don't worry, we'll get there. Back out one more time. Warming up our ankles and our calves. Come back in to about shoulder width apart, up on your toes, up with your heels, okay? Back and forth. Now your goal is not to move your body too much. Okay, a lot of people lift those toes and get their butt back. That's just telling me that these guys are weak, so try your best. Even if it's just lifting the toes a little bit, don't compensate, okay? Keep your hips still. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, come back down. Whew. Shake out those legs, shake out those arms. We're gonna get down to the floor now. So what I want you to get before you get down there is grab a little step, or a block if you have one. You also want to have dumbbells nearby, a dowel, and afterwards you'll need that lacrosse ball if you have one. So let's get it down. Now you can use a chair if you want for that step. We don't need it quite yet, but make sure you have it close by. And I'm gonna have you get on your back first. Now we're starting that engagement, okay? I'm gonna go side view. All right, so to begin, let's keep our feet on the ground. Adjust yourself here. Get into that position where your tailbone is nice and long, getting it flush to the ground, getting that nice even hollowing out of that back naturally, okay? Not arching our back here, not pressing our back to the ground. You want to keep it neutral. Spine is neutral. It's normal to have a curve back there, a little gap. Okay, the next thing is hand on your chest. Shoulders underneath you, hand on your tummy. Our goal is to get that air down, down, down to the pelvic floor. So when you're breathing in, try to get it past the chest and down into this diaphragm area, kind of filling your belly. When that gets into the belly, use the muscles that come from your ribs, the transverse abdominal muscles to push that air out of this chamber and back out, okay? So here we go. And I'm gonna do a 5 in, a 6 out. We're gonna do that 5 times in 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 more. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the air out. Good. Feel those muscles work. Feel them clenching and engaging. All right, from here, bring your arms out to the side. You are stable in your core. That breathing should have got those muscles working. Now bring those knees to your chest. We're gonna alternate dipping our toes down, keeping our shoulders underneath us. Tuck your chin a bit so you're nice and long in your spine. Okay, tapping down and up, down and up, down and up. Just the toe of your foot should tap down. If this is hard, just maybe kick out, and that is a little bit easier, or kick up, okay? Back and forth. But we're gonna get 10 more, and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, come back to center. Still holding on the outsides of your body. Just a gentle windshield wiper back and forth. Now, if you have a ball, this is a great time to get a ball. You can pause the video, put a ball right in between your knees so that you're engaging a little bit more of your internal thigh muscles, okay? So if you don't, it's okay. You can keep your legs just tapping against each other. And we're gonna get 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come back to center. Okay, still working with our core. If you need to take a break, it's okay. Keep those shoulders underneath. Arms are up here. We're gonna have bent knees still. These are called dead bugs. Again, you can get a stability ball, the physio ball, hold it between your knees and your arms. That makes you hold that core even more, okay? And we're gonna extend opposite arm and leg, press it out, come back in. Breathing in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Okay, alternate. Keep those center arm and limb, leg still, okay? Try not to wobble them around. It's really hard. You'll get the coordination eventually. The more you do it, the better you get. All right, and now 10 and 9, 8, exhale center, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring those legs to your chest and just breathe for a second. Relax, relax. Close your eyes, rock your head side to side if you need that. We're just going to take a little intermission and do that all over again. I said at the beginning we're going to do it 3 times. We're only going to do 2 because we got to get those weights in too. All right, so before we start over again, let's go ahead and drop our knees over to one side, hold, okay, and then drop it over to the other side. These are called the zigzag stretch. We like to do them in morning class. Great, great, great. To open up those hips, loosen up those thighs, and your trunk will feel it too. Good. 1 more on each side. Exhale whenever you drop. Inhale up, exhale cross. All right, nice. Don't worry, we'll do a stretch it each time. All right, so bringing our knees back towards our chest. You're going to start those those toe dips down okay? If you want to, you can advance here by kicking low and back in. You can also grab that dowel, put a little pressure on your knees, engages the lower abs a little bit more, tuck those shoulders down, and extend, come back in. Extend, come back in, or tap down and up, tap down and up. Whatever you do, get to a point where you don't lift your back when you let that leg go. You don't want to do that. So modify, just take a step back and start over with something a little bit easier, okay? Because you don't want that back to engage too much. I'm going to get 10 more here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Drop that dowel down to the side. Knees down. Just take a second to relax for a second. Take a nice deep breath. Okay, here we go. Going into our windshield wipers. Again, I'm going to advance it a little bit if you want to. Step 1, knees together or a ball in between your knees and rock side to side. Try to go a little bit farther this time if you can. If your shoulders pop up or you feel a bit of a pull in your side, don't go too far, okay? You want to feel it, but not to the point where it's like painful or pulling your muscle too much, okay? Now, modified 2, kick it out. Kick that top leg as you rock side to side. Makes you engage a little bit more here, okay? And then the third step is, here we go, for leg swings, full leg, side to side. And this is when we start 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Bring that back to center. Drop those knees down. Take a breath. Good job. Shake it out, shake it out. All right, let's drop those legs back down and get ourselves ready for round 2. Okay, we're going into another circuit and I'm going to do just one stretch before we do that. So you're going to bring your leg on top of the other, okay, getting into like a seated pigeon pose, but now we're letting our back relax on the ground. You're going to lift that bottom leg up so that the top leg goes with it. Pull that leg close to you or as close as you can without making it feel like your leg's going to pop out. Okay, so here, and whenever I hold this, because, you know, it gets boring and honestly, like, sometimes it's so tight that, like, you need something to distract you. So what I do is the leg that's, you know, just holding the other leg there, I just ankle roll, wake up my ankle a little bit, moving that joint around. Always moving your joints is so good to, you know, engage that synovial fluid, engage that movement of your muscles, engage and recruit circulation. It's really good for us. So, you know, I like to do it whenever I can. And it allows me to hold a little bit longer. All right, here we go. Release, exhaling. And let's switch over to the other side. Crossing it over, lifting it up. Okay, gentle with yourself. Can't go that high, it's okay. If this is a stretch, just hold there and that's okay. If you need to do it seated, then, you know, get up on a chair and do it seated. All right, hold it here. And again, you can start to circle your ankle one way, the other, plantar flexion, dorsiflexion, up and down. Okay, watch your chin. Make sure you're not like me and looking out the window. Okay, and 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Good, okay. Bring your knees towards your chest. We have to do this one. It's my favorite stretch of all time. One of the harder ones for some people. Happy baby, maybe grumpy baby, whatever you want to call it. Feet are flat to the ceiling. You're bringing your hands on the inside, or you can bring your hands to the outside of your foot, and you're just letting your knees just collapse down. Some of you might be up here. Some of you might be back there. Some of you might be here. Okay? You're just trying to get to that point where this doesn't hurt anymore. And you can kind of try to relax. I know this is a very strange position, but our goal in our life should be to maintain the positions that we learn as a baby. And this is one of the poses that babies do, okay? Just for whatever reason, they bring their feet to their mouths and you're like, how are you doing that, baby? Well, you know what? You can too if you practice enough. But, you know, we get into our rituals and habits from day to day and realize that we don't put effort into those kind of things. And you know what? Our lives are busy, and that's okay. But, you know, this is the time to do it, and that's why you're doing these exercises. All right, bring those legs back together, and we're gonna round ourselves up. You can start to roll your arms or your feet over your head, and we're just getting that momentum to bring ourselves up to seated position. Now here comes the big guns. We got 15 minutes left, so we're gonna go through. This is the 3-set circuit here, beginning with our dumbbells, okay? I would start, if you're new to this, start low. Start with 5 pounds. Start with even 3 pounds if you're really new to this. And the first one we're gonna do, there's 2 different ones with this arm one. The first thing I want to mention, and you know what, before we do it, I'm gonna have you loosen up first. So put those dumbbells in front, okay? Get your hands straight underneath your shoulders. And we're gonna go into a little cat-cow action, just rounding your back and letting your belly drop. Now, you're still trying to stabilize, okay? So you still have complete control of the movement. Don't try to force it, okay? Don't force that range of motion in your spine. If it doesn't feel right, don't go that far. And just stay where you feel comfortable. The other thing is engaging the neck a little bit, but not too much, all right? You'll see that when I'm doing this, I'm pretty flexible, and you might be like, whoa, like, holy smokes, I can't do it that much. That's okay. You want to get to a point where you can, but that takes time, and, you know, I've been doing exercises all day long, so I have an advantage. All right, one more time up, just waking up that spine a little bit. Come back down to neutral. Don't let your belly hang. Don't let your back arch. And let's bring those dumbbells back in the game. Okay, from here, we're stabilizing. Again, you will see that I am not bringing my hips forward. I'm not bringing my hips back, so I'm like this. My shoulders are right above the hands, okay? And that's really important for alignment, okay? Next thing is the control part, or the breathing. Maybe either one goes first. You're gonna stabilize with your feet. Okay, my toes are tucked, if you can see them like that. All right, and then the other thing is making sure that your hands are comfortable. Some people can't hold the dumbbells like this, so if that's you, just place one hand flat and the other one holding the dumbbell loosely, okay? So you have that arm loose. Then from here, and I'm gonna hold just because I can, we're gonna go into rows, okay? So we're just lifting up and then letting that control back down. You don't want to lift up and then just plop it down. Lift up and plop it down, because then you're not even using muscles. All right, you're just letting the dumbbell do the work. You want to pull that up. Yes, you're engaging that muscle, and then slowly control back down. And let's go to the other side. Up and down. Pulling that dumbbell up to about your ribs, underneath your armpit, and back down. Okay, control. If you're like, wow, this is just so easy, you might need to bump the weight. And if you only have 3-pounders, well, do you have 2 3-pounders? Yes, you do. So combine the 2 dumbbells, cross them, and then hold them together. And then that can act as 1 dumbbell. Or just go grab a big gallon of water and do this kneeling. Either way works, okay? So we're gonna keep on going here. I'm gonna count down from 10 here so we get enough on each side. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, don't sway your body, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring that dumbbell down. You're going to lift that first arm up, and we're now going to go into kickbacks. Pressing back for 2, 3, going to 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew, feel that burn. Okay, switching over to the other side. Pull it up to that armpit. Extend it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, bring that dumbbell down. Whew. Bring the dumbbells up to the front of your mat. You won't need them for now. We're gonna bring our knees back and our arms forward a little bit. Uncurl those toes behind you. Press back into child's pose. Pressing your butt towards your heels. Open up your knees if you need to get a little bit more comfortable. And you're just gonna let your body just sink in this pose. Letting your hands just reach to the top of the mat. When you went back, hopefully you were able to drag those fingertips along the floor. If not, you can lift your chest back up and do it all over again. Take a breath here. And let's lift it back up. Now, that is a big arm exercise that we just did. So I always like to complement exercises with a little stretch in between. So we're gonna bring our hand right behind our head, and I'm just gonna have you do a thoracic twist. So you're just looking down, keeping that hand light back there. You don't wanna push against your neck. Keep the spine long, and then twist up, looking underneath that armpit and down. You may only be able to get here, and that's okay, or maybe even just here, and that's okay. But we want to get that flexibility. This is where we lose it, and it causes a lot of pain for people and can cause some hip malfunctioning and core malfunctioning, okay? So make sure you're doing this for one more time on this side, and let's switch sides. Opening up that chest, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Let's do 3 more. Open up and close. 2 and 1. Good, coming back down. Okay. From here, our next exercise is getting a little core work again. You want to, you can curl the toes if you want, or uncurl them, either way. But we're gonna go into bird dogs. Stabilizing, okay? No arching here again. And you're gonna let one leg go out, and the leg and arm go out opposites, and then back in. And let's switch. The biggest thing about this is keeping your body from swaying. Okay, you don't want to adjust your weight from side to side. Some people are like, yep, I got it, totally got it. Okay, no, that is incorrect. Press out with your heel, push out with your fist, control back in and place down. Without shifting too much, go to the other side, stabilize, out, push out, come back in, and alternate. Out, and in. Pretend that there's a big glass of water in your back. If you've had my class before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Or if you really need an eye opener on how much you're actually shifting, put a block on your back. Or have someone stand right against your hip and see how much weight, oh man, I can't keep track of it. How much weight you're putting into them, or how much of a shift you go into them when you change from side to side. One side might be worse than the other, so have them stand on either side and see if there's a big difference. There might be, and you might have to pay attention to the side that shifts more. All right, here we go. For another 4 after that one, here we go. 4 and 3, good, and 2 and 1. Good job. Okay, let's go ahead and press our hips up to the sky. Heels go down. You're in your downward dog here. Pressing away from our hands, but keeping the weight all the way in our fingers, in our palms, in the side. You want to feel the floor on every little inch of your hand, every little centimeter. All right, now let's start walking our feet up and down. We're walking the dog back and forth. You can kind of shift your hips side to side if that feels good to you. All right, and we're gonna then begin to walk our hands and feet together, whichever way you can get there. And from here, we're in our forward fold. Just let your body release, okay? Have a nice soft bend in your knees. We're gonna rock side to side, nice and easy. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands back to the floor. This is another important and crucial movement that we should all master eventually, and that's getting a deep squat. All right, so this is deep, all right? I can get in very, very deep, and you can see my spine is pretty straight. Now, there's some of us here that cannot get that deep, and you can get to about here, okay? Whether that's just because you have tight muscles, or maybe you just have a little bit of a gut and it's just getting in the way. That is okay. Don't worry about it. You'll get there. So Hold wherever you can for as long as you can. If you have to get out of it, it's okay. Take your time to do that, and just, you can shift side to side a little bit. Try to adjust your feet a little bit. If you're in there, straighten out your toes. Shift your hips back and forth. Pay attention to how your knees feel. All right, and you can hold. Good. All right, bring your hands back down. We only got 5 minutes. Let's lift it back up to our forward fold. Have a soft bend in your knee. Round it back up, nice and slow so we don't get dizzy until you get to that point where your shoulders are up. Lift your head nice and slow. Pull those shoulders back so you're nice and tall. And exhale. Good. All right, so now that we're standing, we got one more exercise to do, and that is my favorite and the most dynamic exercise that you can do, my top one. You're gonna grab those dumbbells once more. Get into a little, if you have tight hips, you might want to get into a little bit wider than shoulder hip, or you can get into shoulder width. These are called suitcase squats. So you want to make sure that you're tucking those shoulders up, back and down, chest is up a little bit, bending the knees a little bit, and we're going to squat down as if we're putting down our suitcase. Okay, when we come back up, you lift up all the way, you're going to curl, and then press those dumbbells up, and then back down. Squat down, up, curl, press, down, 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 up, curl, press. When you squat, don't push back too far here. Straight down as if you're laying an egg. It's harder, I know. Some people find that their knees hurt when they do that. If that's the case, get a little wider, maybe put those dumbbells on the inside. Stay here, curl, press. Okay, down, and curl, press. Here we go, for full, let's do 5. And up, and 4, and up. Okay, going back into my suitcase. 3, and up. 2, good, curl, press. 1 more, down, and up. Beautiful, okay, dumbbells down. We gotta go through one more time. Get down to the floor. We're gonna whip through these. You need your dumbbells still to do your little rows and tricep extensions. Here we go, alternating. Get those hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and pull it up and down control. Up, down control. And exhale whenever you lift. Don't pull too high. Control that core. And up, good. And 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Stay up on one arm. Kick back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Down and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Dumbbells up away from you. Take a second if you need it. Shake out those arms. And we're going to go right into those bird dogs. Come along when you're ready. Extend out. Punch out with your fist. Push out with your heel. Back and forth. Exhale out. Exhale out. I'm going to do 10 with the exhale out, 10 with the exhale in. Okay? So when you go in, you want to almost bring your knee to elbow, elbow to knee. Okay, we got about 3 more here. 2 and 1. Now I'm going to go out, inhale, exhale, knee, and down. Inhale, exhale, drop. Inhale. Good. Control it. You want to feel those tumbling muscles. Okay, one more. Stay on one arm. Let's practice just one side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down. One more time. I know I'm giving it to you. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Down. Last one. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yee! Okay, good. Press your hips up, down into downward dog. Walk the dog. Lengthen those hamstrings and bring your feet and hands together. Now you're in forward fold. Grab those elbows, rock side to side, loosen it up. Bend your knees a little bit. Drop your hands down to the floor. Bend the hips down into that deep squat. And then lift it back up. Open up those hips. Down again we go. Hold it here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, get your hips up. Round your back nice and slowly. Don't get dizzy. Go nice and slow. Curl those shoulders around. And take a second. All right, we're transitioning into that last exercise. Grab the dumbbells. Get into the stance that feels right to you. And here we go. We're going to go squat, curl, and press. Laying the egg, right? Don't push your butt too forward. Don't let your chest come forward. And here we go for 10 of these suckers. Down, curl, press. There's 1. Down, curl, press. There's 2. Down, curl, press. 3. Down, you got it. Stick with it. 4. Down, 5. And 6. Keep your form. If you find yourself wobbling, gather yourself. Here we go. Here's 8. And down. There's 9. Last one. Control it. Up. Press. And down. Woo! Nice. I do a lot of woos everywhere. You should do. Let it all out. Shake it out. Feel your body right now. Let's take it, wind down a little bit. This is when your dowel will come in nicely. And if you have that lacrosse ball, awesome. I'm going to give you a little task at the end. Adjust myself here. All right, so for the piece that, I am like out of breath here. Okay. Let's loosen up. Okay, I'm giving you a second to just wind down. Get that dowel in front of you. Bend your knees a little bit. These are called stir the pot. So you're just letting the dowel reach out in front of you, getting that hip hinge, straightening out your back. Okay, see how I'm nice and straight? Don't go like this. You don't want to bring your belly button in. Let that hip go back so you have nice length, front and back. Lengthen, okay? Other way. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. And inhale. Woo. Good. Okay. Staying in that wide stance. Pressing out. Rotate over to one side. Press into that leg. Feel the inside leg stretch. Come back to center. Pull it in. Press it out. Over to the side. Hold. Press it in. Exhale out. Bring it in. Exhale. One more on each side. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. Nice. Okay. Coming back into a split stance. We got to get all our full leg. So, one leg is back. You want to keep that heel up. You can hold the dowel where you feel comfy. Okay. Holding it in front might be nice. First, feel this calf and hip flexor. So just standing here, you should feel a good stretch here. If you're here, you're not gonna feel it, okay? You might feel a little bit of heel if you drop that down. But you wanna get to the point where you're nice and long and you're gonna feel that stretch. Lean forward a little bit. See how my chest is up? Okay, and then press your heel down and up. Down and up. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. From here, get that dowel on the side that's open, okay? You're gonna drive that knee up just for lengthening. We're gonna control, balance, come back down, okay? If you wanna do it without the dowel, you can practice your balance for a second. Coming up and balancing, control back down. We're gonna do it 3 more times. Up, balance, down, keep your belly button in, don't let it go. Up, balance, down, 1 more. Up, balance, down and back. Woo! Nice, okay, switching sides. Lengthen, my toes are cramping, which means I need to go on that side. Okay, remember, get that length down. Okay, then you're gonna press the heel down and up. Down and up. Keep that chest up. Breathing, exhale down to get that range of motion. Belly button is still in, engaging our core. Both sides, you're not arching your back, right? Okay? And we got 4 more. Okay, maybe I'll say 2 more now. Make it even. Last one, down and up. Okay, from here we're gonna do that balance again. So lifting up from that back heel, drive it up, balance, come back down with control. Let go of that dowel if you want to. If you're like in between of letting it go and not, just keep it down there and hold with just 1 finger, okay? Eventually, or maybe just 2 fingers, or just the tips of your fingers. Eventually try to let go of 1 finger at a time, okay? You wanna get to that point where you're balancing nice and strong. Let's do it 1 more time. Back, up, balance, and back down. Good, nice job. Okay, come back to center. You got one more body part. A couple more times, okay. So get into a nice secure position. You don't have to go super wide, just to a point where you're like, no one's gonna knock me over. All right, lifting our arms up over our head and back down. Just getting that range of motion in our shoulders, okay? I love dynamic movement because after I always feel so good. If you're doing this in the morning, good, because you're gonna get the best of this. If you're doing it at night, make sure you take time to do a little yoga at the end. I'll give you a little task to do to bring your heart rate down a little bit. All right, lift it up, hold. We're just gonna do side bends. Notice that my trunk isn't bending too much. I'm just focusing on really my arms. I don't want you to bend like that because then we're putting a lot of stress in our spine. Instead, you're just bending those arms over your head, just a little bend at your rib, okay? 2 and 1, okay? Coming back up, press it down behind your head and back up. If you have a hard time, open up your chest, kind of lift your chest up to that dowel and release up and down, or squeeze back and up. Now, if you're able to squeeze, try not to push, okay? Keep your body still, press it down and up. We got 2 more, down, up. On this one, hold it down, hold, get your arms in a good spot, bend your knees. Now we're gonna get our spine to loosen up a little bit, back and forth. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. If you can drop your arms all the way down like this and just turn your wrists so you're holding that dowel back here with your palms out. From here, we're just gonna open the arms a little bit more by pressing backwards. Try not to, again, you're not trying to arch, you're just stabilizing. And let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, good, release. Yeehaw, okay, 1 more with our arms, holding it on the edges of your dowel, bend your legs, push out, press it back, push out, press back, or just go back side to side. Either way will work. Another dynamic movement. Okay, when you're doing it side, I like to press at an angle, and if this feels good, if you have like rotator cuff problems, this is a great angle to go at, okay? So you're not going totally out to the side, you're going more at a 45-degree angle, okay? And then from there, you can push and round back, up, push and round back, up, push. Some people have a really hard time with this. Just think about like a figure 8 almost. Okay, we'll do 2 on each side. 1 and 2. Woo, good. Okay, just loosely hold on to that dowel. Drop your chin down to your chest, hold. Lift your head up, look up to the ceiling. Exhale back down. Inhale, look up. Come back to center, look over your shoulder. Come to center, look over your shoulder. Good, getting that length. When you go to the other shoulder now, drop it down in a circle, slowly, gentle. Our necks are the most gentle part of our body, in my opinion, especially with exercise, okay? I know there's other parts that are very valuable. And very sensitive, so yes. Okay, one more time around. Whee! Come back to center. Woo! And shake it all out. Woohoo! Okay, we are done with our workout, but I have something to give you for the rest of the night or during the day today. Hold on to that lacrosse ball, put it in your lunchbox, grab it for the day, put it in your backpack, whatever you bring to work. Put it under your desk or wherever you're at. Put it in a spot that you will remember to do this, and roll out those feet. Now, mind you, if you have like, now I'm forgetting the name, oh no. If your nerves are damaged on the bottom of your feet, or if you have any kind of foot problem, if you have diabetes, anything like that, that might affect the circulation. If you're on blood thinners, be gentle, okay? Or don't do it. It's something that, us normal people, I'm not normal, I'm on blood thinners, okay? Don't get me wrong. But just be a little bit more gentle with your body, okay? Do what feels right with everything you do, even with these exercises. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to push your body to a point where you're like, it's just really angry at you, okay? And when you're doing it, go in all directions. You can see that I am getting in my toes, I'm getting on the side of the foot, I'm getting on the edge of the foot. If you feel a really tight spot, I've been doing this a lot, so I don't feel too much. But if you feel that spot, especially the inside, that's where I always get it. Hold it there. Let it release. There's these little fibers that wrap around our muscle, and all of them, it's called fascia. All of our muscles, dogs have it, everybody. You can do this to your dog, for goodness sakes. Might not like it, maybe do your hands instead, but believe it or not, it releases that tension that's drawn on our muscles from using these muscles so much. So the more you do it, the better it is for your joints, for your knees, for your hips, for the function of your body, believe it or not. And you will notice, even after doing that, I feel like my foot is just so much more secure on the ground. And I don't know if you feel the same. I wish I could have you talk back to me right now, but you can't. So if you have issues with this one, and if you're like, I don't get it, let me know. Give me a call, and we can talk about it more. Or maybe go into a different area that your body might need more of. Okay, oh God, I feel a tight spot on this side. So again, make sure you're holding those tight spots. Don't go too heavy on it. If it's like really, really painful, just lightly add that pressure, okay? And then rub it out. Get into the toes, stretch out those toes. The metatarsals need it too. They need the love, okay? The heel needs the love. And then release. All right, good. Okay, I feel pretty good. I don't know how you feel. Now, you can do this to a lot of different muscles. I usually when I do my ball exercises, I'll put it on the ground and I'll rub my calf muscle out too, so something like this. You don't have to do it right now. You can turn off the video if you're like, yep, I've had enough. but you can just kind of rub along. Believe it or not, you'll start to do it and be like, oh my God, this hurts. If it's hurting you that bad, like it does to me right now, it's probably because you probably need it a little bit, okay? And the calf can be really sensitive, so I typically just kind of hold the ball in those spots. Okay, I'll slowly roll back and forth or side to side to loosen. But even a foam roller might be a little bit more gentle than the ball when you're first starting out. So if you have one of those, definitely grab onto it. Okay, and of course you want to do the other side. Now, I'll quickly go do the side if you're following along. We can do it all together here. Okay, get the benefits of all of it. Now, we will go over the lacrosse ball. I have a flyer that has all the trigger points that you could relieve a lot of the tight muscles up in your neck. Down here in our lats, get a lot of tightness in our glutes. That little darn piriformis muscle gets it. So if you're a person that has a lot of sciatica, sometimes just putting pressure with, oh, there it is. Putting pressure on that spot will let it release. I've actually been experiencing a lot. So do what feels good for your body, okay? Do what you know is good. We will catch back here next time. Have a good day. Make sure you're still moving your body, even if you exercise. Even if you do this video twice, you still need to get up and move every hour at least. All right, I'll catch you on the flip side. Have a great day. Adios.